Welcome back to the Stupidest Podcast, episode number 10. This is your host, Justin Vandeventer, and with me, the disc golfing champion, the guy that is kicking my butt up and down, left and right.
Just so far. We still got some time. We got all summer. We're going to do the competition here at the very end, and we're going to see who's going to win the competition. Anyways, my name is Justin Rademacher.
And I am being terrible at this game.
So far, but dude, you are getting better. You're getting better for your, you got a late start, which is not necessarily, I don't want to give you an excuse, but
I can't get off the tee box. If I could get off of a tee box, I'd be pretty decent because my approach game and my putting is really good.
Well, especially we did a little bit of practicing like that in this morning, and we had out of 14, you made 13.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good.
Like I said, that's not my weak part of my game. It's getting off the tee box.
Yeah.
It's killing me.
You got to get it low.
Yep.
Get it a little bit lower.
So, what's new?
Well, not a whole lot. Just kind of doing a lot of work, doing a lot of disc golf, and hanging out.
Getting ready for this vacation.
Getting ready for the vacation. Coming up this week, this Friday, which is nice. Well, actually, it's not going to be this Friday. It's going to be in the past because...
Yeah, we'll be back by the time this airs.
Yep. This is in the future.
So, I'm excited. I'm ready.
Yeah, we're just going to go and do a lot of disc golf. I want to do a little bit of mini golf if we can find some cool mini golf spots.
A little bit of real golf.
A little bit of real ball golf. It's going to be fun. Do a lot of relaxing, a lot of driving.
Little karaoke.
That'd be fun.
Hopefully a little stand-up.
That'd be fun, too. Maybe go just watch a stand-up show if we can.
Yeah, catch a couple shows. Maybe go to a movie.
Man, I'm excited.
Do all kinds of stuff. There's no plan.
We're just going to go.
Just a straight adventure.
Which is my favorite, because we're going to do a lot of camping. Most nights we're going to be camping. Maybe spend a night or two in the vehicle if we have to.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, too.
Depending on weather.
Yeah.
Do a couple hotel stays for sure.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the cuisine. We're going to go to places that have some good food.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just going to go south. That's our plan. We live in Minnesota. We're going to go straight south and just go to all these places that we want to go to. We're going to probably look at the weather in advance, and wherever the weather is good is where we're driving.
Yeah, I'm in.
It's going to be fun, though.
It was a fun day today.
It was a lot of fun today. A lot of hiking.
What did we play? 54 holes?
Well, we played 36 there, and then we played 18 when we got back. So what is that?
54.
That's 54, yeah.
That's a lot of golf. Disc golf.
Is.
Threw a lot of discs today. Me more than you guys.
Well, that's how it goes when you're starting off, you know? But you did well. You had a couple really good drives. You had really good approaches, had some good putts.
My forehand looked good today.
Yeah, your forehand got really good, except for that duck.
Yeah.
That
one
duck
slipped right out of my hand. I'm surprised it even went that far, to be honest. Literally, it fell out of my hand.
Just looked like a knuckleball all the way there. All 10 feet of it.
My legs are starting to hurt. Starting to cramp up.
I got my little knee brace on because I was feeling it.
There was a lot of hills today.
A lot of hills. Up and down, up and down. All of our holes on that one course was just going straight up.
Straight up a mountain.
Finally, it decided to go down, and then those were just as hard.
Yeah, it wasn't even up a hill. It was up a mountain.
Yeah, it was big.
It was huge. It's fun going down, though.
Yeah, it took 11 or 12? No, maybe 13 holes to get up, and then just a few to get down.
Yeah. 14 holes to go up.
Was it 14?
Yep.
Wow.
Because 15 was the one where Josh lost his disc.
Oh, yeah. I did lose a disc.
We all lost a disc today.
Yep, I lost my Vector.
He lost a Wave, you lost the Vector, I lost my Nuke.
But then you guys did a swap.
Yep.
So you guys were able to get your discs back.
Mm-hmm.
I had an extra Vector, so I mean...
Nothing hurt.
Yeah, we're good.
A little hurt.
A little hurt, but not terrible.
So...
Well, sweet. We just want to get into it?
We can, yeah.
Sweet. Have you ever gotten angry at somebody while they were driving, or while you were driving and they were driving, and then you realized that you knew them?
I'm sure I have. I've also gotten angry while I knew who was in it.
What did it make? Did it make you more angry because you knew who they were and like?
No.
No?
I just was getting angry because they were driving like an idiot.
I have. I got mad at James one time.
And you didn't know it was James?
I didn't know it was James. Well, I knew it was him after a little while, and then I treated him like I knew him at that point because I knew him and I knew he wasn't doing anything bad, and I was a little angry because that's what happens when you get road rage sometimes.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even that bad.
Did you talk to him about it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was driving to his house.
Oh.
I was going to meet him at his house. I just didn't realize that he wasn't at his house. Yeah. But we got there at the exact same time because I was following him the whole way. It took me a few turns because then I'm like, okay, he turned, I turned, he turned, I turned. So then after a little bit, I'm like, that looks like James's vehicle. And I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until 4 turns in.
I miss James.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him for a while.
I haven't seen him for a while too. I need to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
We've been talking about Ram stuff and we'll text and stuff, but I haven't actually seen him for a while.
We got to get him on here.
For sure. He's going to be one of our guests for sure. He's going to talk about music. He's probably going to want to talk about sports.
Yeah.
We'll see what else he wants to talk about. He's got a lot of stuff that he can talk about. So.
Yeah, he was in the military too, wasn't he?
Yep. Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, we got a lot.
Yeah, I know that it's happened to me where I've been angry, but I don't think
Has anybody done that to you? Have you done anything to anger somebody else?
Oh, I'm sure. There's a lot of times I drive like an idiot. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandpa used to be like that, though. I drive like my grandpa.
Oh, really?
Where there's many of times where, Grandpa, you're crossing the line. He's like, I paid my taxes. I'm taking my cut out of that side. He said it all the time. I'm just taking my cut of the taxes out on that side.
Well, you just drive back and forth, and you got both sides then.
So, yeah, that's about it for that one, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this week I've got a game that we're gonna kind of play.
Okay.
Rather than a question, it's I want you to name 3 actors.
Okay.
We'll start one by one, and I want you to pick from every movie that actor has done. What role would you like to live?
Okay,
what kind of lifestyle the lifestyle that they are in that movie that you would like to live.
Okay. Does it have to be a movie or can it be TV?
Yeah, TV. Okay. Whatever role.
Okay.
So let's start with one actor. Name one.
One actor. How about Will Ferrell?
Okay.
I don't know if I want to live this life though. I just really like Step Brothers. I don't know if I'd want to live his life in Step Brothers though.
That'd be cool though. We kind of live that life right now though.
I like his his acting in that. If I were to live a lifestyle, it'd be really interesting to live his life as Elf. Living in the North Pole all those years.
Bye, buddy.
Finding his dad.
Hope you find your dad.
That was pretty good. That was really good. But then he lives back up in the North Pole now. Well, spoiler. Sorry.
I haven't seen the movie yet. No, I'm just kidding.
My bad. All right, how about you name one now?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, okay.
And there's so many good roles that I would love to live in. I was going to go with Dances with Wolves.
Oh.
But I think I'm going to go with his new show, Yellowstone.
I've not seen Yellowstone.
Oh, it's such a good show. He's a rancher in Wyoming, I believe.
In Yellowstone.
Yeah. So good. He's a badass.
I might have to look into that.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
Sweet.
But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Yellowstone.
Nice.
Kind of the cowboy life. I mean, Dance with Wolves is kind of that way too, but it's earlier lifetime.
I was gonna say it's a more modern.
Yeah, it was almost like Civil War era.
Okay. I think my next one, I'm gonna pick Steve Carell. I love Steve Carell.
Is it Carell or is it Carell?
It's Carell, Steve Carell.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I think I've been saying his last name wrong for years.
Oh no, it's Carell.
Okay. 40-year-old
Man,
version.
no,
You gonna live that life, aren't you?
that is a good movie though.
It is a good movie.
No, I want to live. I love The Office. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to live his life as The Office.
Really?
But man, I think it'd be so fun to be Brick in Anchorman.
Just
He
an
knows
idiot.
nothing, and then he thinks he's dead for a little while.
I killed a man with a grenade. Or no, a Triton, right? It was a Triton.
The Trident, yeah.
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you. You should probably lay low for a while.
I just thought of it now, but I
don't think I'd want to live any role that he ever played.
Well, I mean, yeah, he does have some.
He's dumb in every one of them.
No, I don't think in all of them. Like he plays other roles, like Groot or not Groot, Gru in Despicable Me.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about cartoons.
Yeah, no, I knew he was going to be in that. I just decided to go Brick just because I think it'd be like ignorance is bliss, you know?
Right.
And he's got to be the happiest person ever.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Just an idea. I don't know. I've never lived that kind of a life, at least to my knowledge.
Well. All right. My second one is Christian Slater.
Okay, interesting.
And I'm gonna go with. I was gonna go True Romance because that's a pretty badass like love story movie, but I think I'm gonna go with Pirate Radio.
Man, I don't think I've seen Pirate Radio either.
You haven't seen a lot of Christian Slater.
No, I haven't.
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I think
I just saw Christian Slater in Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah.
I just bought a bunch of those.
He was in that?
He's in one of those.
Because he was big in the 90s.
Yep.
But I think I'm going to go with Pirate Radio. He's a high school student that creates his own radio station. Like you were probably too young for this, but you used to be able to buy a kit and you could steal radio waves and put your radio station. You could have a home radio station with it.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
It would be like a real weird station, like 87.9, or you could get you had a strong enough signal to where you could put it out, but it was called pirate radioing.
No, I didn't know that.
They made a movie about it, and his dad was something on the school board or superintendent or something like that, and he was leaking all this information of like crooked stuff going on in the schools.
And then people were listening and finding out all this
and
information.
all this, and yeah, and like they were expelling girls for being pregnant and not letting them back in school and deporting kids and stuff like this.
Wow.
It was a really good movie.
That sounds intense.
Yeah, it was a very intense drama movie. It was a good movie. But
you want to live that life?
I would love to live that life. I think we kind of are right now, like, because with podcasting, you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, and there's no.
But we're not like.
But we could.
I guess, yeah.
Nobody's gonna kick us off a podcast for saying things or release information.
Maybe depending on what we say, I guess.
Who's gonna stop you? There's no real laws in podcasting yet. There's some. There's like copyright laws and stuff like that. But there's nothing. There's no like governing like a radio station right now. The only thing you can do is like if you're.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know for a fact that there are laws in that because like the Half-Ass Morning Show, they can't play music. They're a radio station, but they can't play.
Yeah, there's copyright laws.
Yeah.
But there's no law, like, there's nobody out there telling you what you, like, we can say fuck, shit, damn, goddamn, all that right now. You can't say that on the radio.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, my next one, I got Chris Farley.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know. I'm not sure which one I want to live, though, because I want to live all of them. We were just talking about Tommy Boy. I think that's where I would want to be. He lives a great life in that.
You want a dead dad, huh?
Well, that's not the part that I'm focused on. He finds his love interest, and it's a heart-wrenching movie, and
yeah, it is a good movie.
It's very happy at the beginning, and it kind of does take some turns, but I think that'd be a cool little life to live.
Yeah.
I'd own my own business, selling car parts to the American people. Because I'm an American. No, that's not him.
That was Dan Aykroyd.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go with... boy, this is tough. And I still keep bouncing around. Like, there's like 4 people going back and forth in my net. I'm going to go with Jim Belushi.
Okay, that's one of your favorites.
Not.
Oh, I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of.
Is it John?
No. What the hell is it? Jim's a brother. John.
That's what I said.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said John.
Yeah, John Belushi. I'm thinking of Jim, his brother.
Oh, okay, yep.
And I will play his role as in K-9.
Oh, yeah. I just
watched it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I started it the last time you were over here.
Yeah, Netflix.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go with that one. He has a dog for a partner, and he's a cop. They made like 3 or 4 of them. I think he, don't take my word on this, but I'm pretty sure he adopted the dog that was in the movies.
Wow.
Yeah, that was in the movie, like in real life.
That's pretty cool.
He, guess what he does now? He started a farm.
Really? What kind of farm?
Weed farm.
Oh, interesting.
He's a weed farmer, yeah. Him and I'm pretty sure Dan Aykroyd are partners.
Where at?
I can't remember. I don't know where it's at.
Huh.
But they call it the Blues Brothers.
Oh my God, that's awesome. I love that. I didn't know that. I'm happy I know that now.
Yeah, I follow him on Facebook. It's pretty funny. He's still a very good harmonica player.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he's a good musician.
Man, I learned about so many people on this podcast just through you.
I watch a lot of TV. Did you do 3?
Yeah, I did 3. Yeah, I did Will Ferrell, Steve Carell, and Chris Farley.
Okay. All right, yeah, there's my game.
Sweet.
What'd you think of it?
I liked it.
It's kind of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, kind
of
fun.
Different.
If you were to get a tattoo right now, what would you get and why?
Well, I'd get the tattoo that I've been working on and eventually, hopefully, getting it. I'd get a roll of Kodak film, like the old school roll with the negatives coming out of it. And then I'm going to put my daughter's baby picture in the negatives.
That's cool.
And I'd put it on, I think I'm going to put it on my right forearm.
Okay. Going all the way down into I
could start just below the elbow and then go down to the wrist.
That's cool. You said all baby pictures then? Or like, are you going to like kind of go throughout, like leave a couple blank spaces for like later on?
Well, I'm just going to do one picture.
Oh, okay.
Just in case I have other kids.
I got you. So you're going to do one of her and then leave some
blanks.
Okay. I like that.
So.
Oh, that's a really cool one. I think if I were to do some sort of one, I don't have one, like the tattoo that I have now, obviously I talked about it before. I have the squirt and the cherry pie filling. And I always wanted to get some sort of nature tattoo, but I think if I were to do nature, I think I would want to get it with the tattoo that I have now.
Okay.
And I would want to get like a Utah background. Because again, that's that's Donovan's thing. That's
Right.
where he
Right.
was. And I think it'd just be really cool to have that kind of a background. And then maybe in the night sky, like on my shoulder, I'd have like a shooting star. Because again, that
Right.
was part of the story. I saw a shooting star the night that
That'd
I
be-
heard about
So
it.
you just want to add on to it, kind of, pretty much.
Yeah, I would just add on to the current tattoo. And then
That's pretty cool.
I do want to get other tattoos eventually. I don't know what I want to get yet.
Maybe,
I'm-
maybe we'd get one of those on the trip.
Get a tattoo on the trip.
Huh?
I'd have to think about that one.
Stupidest podcast right on our ass cheeks.
Oh, maybe.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, if I were to get it, that's where I would get it right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Butt cheek to butt cheek.
Nah?
You get stupid on one, I get podcast on the other.
Why do I get stupidest?
Oh, I'll take stupidest.
Yeah.
Oh
How about one of us gets the? One of
no. You get the T, I get the HE. So mine just says he stupidest.
He stupidest. That's pretty good. I like that.
I think I'd have to get the T though.
The stupidest?
Well, because I'd have stupidest.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to get the... We'd figure it out.
It'd be funny if I didn't do that way though. Because then we could just go butt to butt and they're like, you guys did it way wrong. God, you guys are stupid.
And then people are like, oh, that's the joke. I get it.
Yeah. That'd be kind of funny.
That would be.
So, yeah. Do you have any tattoo plans right now?
Nope. No, I don't. That the only one, if I were to get another tattoo or like get this one touched up, I think if I were to get this touched up again, or like when I get it touched up, I think I might do something like that. Get a little Utah background in there and then have the shooting star, like a nighttime background.
Thought about getting like tractors on the back on the back of my calves, and then putting my mom's mom and dad, and then under the other tractor my dad's mom and dad, because my family's farmers.
Yep. That'd be really cool.
That'd be cool. And then I always thought about doing like a family tree on my back.
How far out do you think you'd?
Well, to be honest, I'll take that back. I was thinking about doing like a cross and doing like my mom and dad's name on the center post, and then my sister's on the outpost.
Oh, there you go.
Be kinda
Yeah,
cool.
that's like just your
Carved into the
your
wood.
immediate family right
Mhm.
there.
And then maybe like do stones around the base, and like if I had kids,
There you go.
or I could put like the nieces and
I was gonna
nephews.
say nieces and nephews, and that'd be really cool too. Yeah, that way, just every time you.
Add a stone.
Yep.
That'd be kind of cool. All right. What would you rather be if you had to choose one right now? What would you rather be? A cop, a fireman, or an EMT?
Well, I mean, as a kid, I always wanted to be a cop. I don't know if you knew that, but that was the one job that I thought that I was gonna have.
Me too.
I even took a high school class, like kind of it was a cop class, and it was I think it was a part of our block schedule. It took up 2 of those blocks. It was half my day was learning about being a cop, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite classes I've ever had, and I even got to arrest my buddy, which was kind of neat.
That's kind of cool.
I got to arrest my buddy Tito. That was fun. We had to do a fake pullover, and you either had to have. Oh no, he arrested me. I take that back. So you either had a wallet, a gun, or a knife, and they didn't know what you were going to be pulling out, and so you just had to do it, and then he had to react however like we learned throughout the class or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose a gun. So I pulled out the gun, and he got me out of the car or whatever, and then I booked it. And as I was running, this was like winter time,
Mm-hmm.
and so there's a little like it was where we were like in a swampy area, so
Okay.
it was frozen but not frozen. And so I'm running through this swampy area,
Okay.
and I made it. And as soon as I make it through, like because it wasn't super long,
Right.
I made it through, and I turned around, and I was like, Tito, stop. And I was like trying to like let him know
no.
that like the swamp was coming up. and just right into the swamp. Just fell. So his parents had to bring him clothes for the day. I felt so bad. I laughed too because it was really funny.
So a cop? Is that what you're picking?
I'll pick cop. Yeah, I know it's kind of.
I don't know if I was gonna. I went to school to be a cop for a little while, and then, but I don't think I could pick cop right now. I just don't think it'd be the safe pick.
Well, there's a lot of
hate going on right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and none here, but.
Well, what? So, like, if not a cop now, what would you pick now?
I bounce back and forth, but I know I'm gonna go with fireman.
Okay. So,
because I still would love to be a smoke jumper. I think that'd be a cool job.
What's a smoke jumper do?
You do wildfires.
Oh, okay.
But you can like jump out of the plane and go fight the fire.
With like boxing gloves or what?
Yeah. You've never seen those guys though, huh? The guys in the yellow shirts?
I feel like I've seen, I don't know much about the position though.
It's pretty sweet. Kind of fun. Dangerous. Very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Probably even more dangerous than an actual fireman.
Wow.
Because, I mean, you're not fighting it with water. You're literally jumping out of the plane with an axe and
cutting stuff down to prevent it from expanding into other areas.
Yeah, you're not really fighting the fire. You're trying to control, like, direct it.
Yeah.
To kill itself.
Wow. Yeah, that's...
EMT would be cool, though, like, because you're saving lives, but it's just, I don't think that's for me. Because I can't deal with, like, I can deal with some blood.
But not some of the extreme that you would see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll see some of it with being a fireman too, but
the
adrenaline would take, I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to medically look at them.
I can do like a Band-Aid on it and all that and wrap it up, but I don't have to try to save your life and put my fingers in it. And
yeah, I understand that. But yeah, I've heard some stories about all of these positions, and they all are very heroic things to do. Because
definitely support all of them, man. That's a dangerous job in all three.
Yep.
I had a friend that was going to school to be a doctor, and to become the doctor, he had to drive an ambulance. And he said that was one of the hardest vehicles he's ever driven. He goes, because it's so top heavy.
Mm.
And he was driving it during the winter. He says that thing was so hard to handle.
I don't know if they'd like flip over super easy. I actually just watched a video, I think it was on Reddit, where they did a side impact and they had like the car T-bone it like from a pretty quick, like very fast speed. I don't remember what it was. And it never toppled over. It moved sideways. Like you could tell it got hit, but no damage.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't think it would tip, but he said, I don't think there's much weight on the back end. So it like fishtails.
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking very hard to control. So
no, I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough choice.
Yeah.
No, the reason I just picked cop just because my childhood. That's what I wanted to be.
Yeah, I used to always want to be ever since I watched Lethal Weapon.
That's funny. Hi. What is the worst pizza topping, in your opinion?
Gotta be anchovy.
Anchovy. Ooh, I'm going to disagree.
Really?
I like anchovies.
The fish?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, I've never had it before. I want to say it was 2013, 2014. And my grandpa was talking about anchovies. And I'm like, oh, I've never had them. He's like, well, do you want to try them? Like, we can order a pizza. And
they're so salty.
They're delicious.
Get out of here.
The salt is delicious.
God, you are weird.
No, he ordered a pizza with anchovies, and I ate one of them, and I loved it. And so now him and I, we get to eat anchovies every now and then.
You are so weird.
No, I'll eat them.
Yeah.
No, the worst that I've ever had, this isn't a typical pizza topping, but I was working at a bowling alley in Buffalo.
Okay.
And I'm making a pizza, right? I was hungry, so I'm working and making my own pizza. And I'm busy.
Okay.
So I'm not paying attention really to my pizza, and because I know it's still going to be a while, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the owner's kid ended up putting a yellow Laffy Taffy in the middle of my pizza,
Ugh.
and it expanded all throughout the rest of the
Oh.
pizza. The worst pizza topping I've ever had. I don't hate
Well,
them.
the yellow's like
The
banana,
yellow's
right?
yeah. The yellow is my least favorite Laffy Taffy.
Well, yeah.
So of course he chose that one. And then yet alone a hot melted Laffy Taffy just isn't good in general. And then you add that with pepperoni and sausage and cheese and sauce. It wasn't a good situation.
Oh, I bet.
Otherwise, if I had to pick like an actual pizza topping, mushrooms.
Yeah.
Not a mushrooms guy.
Yeah, I agree. Are you a pineapple guy?
I'll eat pineapple on a pizza.
God, you are weird. Pineapple does not belong on a pizza. People, just letting you know.
I'm not for or against it. I like, if that's an option, like if that's like the only option, of course I'm going to eat it. If it's like that or pepperoni and sausage, of course I'm going pepperoni and sausage.
Yeah. Like I said, it's why that's why it didn't reach number one for me. Because I will eat pineapple. It doesn't belong there, but I'll eat it. If it's the last thing on earth, I could wolf it down. I don't think I could wolf down a sardine. I've had them. They're salty. They're nasty. They're gross.
Interesting. What about like pineapples just in general? Do you like pineapples in general?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
I just don't like it. It's a fruit. It shouldn't be cooked.
I've had it cooked like in other things. Like what about like with a ham?
Yeah. All right. I said the wrong thing there because as soon as I said it, I brought it back. Grilled pineapple was really good.
Very good.
A little brown sugar.
That's where it's at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just doesn't belong on a pizza, though. Dad went overseas, and he said they put everything on pizzas.
Like, what do you mean?
Corn, carrots, any kind of vegetable you could think of. He said you could order things like mashed, like everything and everything was on a pizza.
I've heard of a mashed potato pizza. I've also heard of a mac and cheese pizza.
Yeah, mac and cheese pizza is really good.
That's very good.
Very rich with cheese.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to have one at the bowling alley.
For sure.
That was good. It was good pizza, but it was filling.
What was that sauerkraut pizza? Remember that? That was a really good one. I think it was the Reuben pizza.
I never had that.
Ooh, that was good. I can't remember who made that all the time. Was it Mark?
Probably.
I think it was Mark. That was really good.
All right. Which branch of the military, if you had to choose one, like if you were going to get drafted, and so you just said, no, I'm not getting drafted. I'm gonna pick where I go. What branch of the military would you choose to be in?
That's tough. I respect all of them. I think personally, if I were to do it, because I think you get it. I don't know. I'm going to say Navy, just because I like the ocean and I like being on.
Okay, hold up. Time. I want to change this.
Okay.
I want you to say what you'd pick, and then I'm going to tell you what I would pick for you.
Okay.
And then I want you to do the same for me.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead.
Well, I'm going to pick the Navy just because like I said, I like the ocean. I like all that stuff.
You look like a Navy boy.
Do I look like a Navy boy? I don't know what that means, but okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like I've had friends in all of them, and that just seems like more up my alley, I guess.
Yeah, I would have picked Navy or the Air Force for you.
Okay, Air Force. Yeah,
I was gonna go Air Force though.
I like Air Force. That'd be cool. I've never flown a plane, but that would be really fun.
Oh, I think you would want to fly the plane, but I don't think they'd let you.
You don't think they'd let me?
I think you'd be the ground guy.
Why wouldn't I be flying?
I don't know. Probably something.
I have really good vision.
Okay. I don't know.
I like being on, like, I feel like I could handle the G-force.
Talking about Air Force, I'm excited for Top Gun 2 to come out.
When's that supposed to come out?
Sometime this year, I think September.
Oh, wow.
It keeps getting delayed.
Mm.
COVID delayed it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well,
All right.
what are you going to pick, though?
I'm going to be a Marine.
Marine?
Yeah, that's what I'd probably pick.
I could see you going into that one as...
I'm all, you know how I am. Though. Like, I dive in head first at everything I do.
Yeah.
So I think I'd give me the toughest of the tough.
Well, you were like that today at the playing disc golf. You're just like, should I do this? You're like, I'm going. And you just went for it. And sometimes you,
Bombed terribly.
well, I mean, but sometimes it worked for you,
Yeah.
which was awesome.
Well, that being said, like especially when I'm playing you guys, because I know you're better than me, which makes me very upset. But I gotta go for it. When I'm playing with somebody that I know is better than me, I know I gotta make some miraculous shots, so I'm gonna run it.
Yeah. You got to try to make up those strokes.
As they say on Nate Sexton, a lot of people are laying it up. I'm running it.
Yeah.
I gotta run it because I gotta make a stroke up somehow because I'm not driving as far.
Yeah. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it does hurt, though. I've definitely...
Oh, yeah. When I miss, I'm really hurting.
Yeah. No, I can see that. I'd say that branch for you. The Marines.
You know, it's off topic. You know what really sucked about today? Was when you missed and made a bad shot. It sucked because there usually was always like a cliff or a hill.
Oh,
and
yeah.
your disc was gone.
Yeah, that's why this course was really tough.
That was definitely a tough course.
Yeah, we played at Mount Du Lac, and it was a toughie.
Yeah. Like I said, I hope you get that job.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a little more detail later on, though, once I have a little more information.
If things go well.
Yeah, exactly.
I get a discount.
For sure.
So.
As long as they allow that. As long as they allow me to. I don't want
He's not giving me a discount. They might hear this. They could be a sponsor, though. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Get him on the air. Dude, we could get the owner on here.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'll talk around. Do some talking.
We could do it. We could do the podcast right there in the lodge.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Right by that giraffe.
Yeah.
Did you see that giraffe?
Yeah.
That was really cool. I want to go in that building now. We should have.
We should have.
We were too busy looking for discs.
I know.
Because that's when we lost them all.
Did you get him?
No, I missed him.
Oh, there's a mosquito in here. Keeps flying around. We're trying to catch him.
We got to get him before bedtime.
Yeah. So, all right. Is that what you would have picked, though? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I would have picked for you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Mine is going a different direction. What is your favorite reproductive organ?
Well, you only got a choice of two, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my penis.
Okay. So
I enjoy it, yeah.
You like your...
Yeah, I like my unit.
Okay. That's good.
How about you?
Well, I think I'm going to go with your penis.
Thank you. Finally somebody noticed.
No, I think I'm going to go the other way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your vagina.
My vagina, yep.
Nice.
No, I'll go with I like them.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're
What do you like about them?
so much.
So many things.
So many things. There's countless things.
Nutritious and delicious.
I'm going with that. That sounds better than what I don't even I had nothing.
All right.
That was a short one.
I had to
ask it. I had to see what direction you would go.
Do you have a preference?
What do you mean?
Shave, trim, or natural?
I don't know. I've seen a variety. I feel like shaved is probably my fave.
Shave would be my fave too. I don't mind trimmed,
No, trimmed is good too.
but it has to be trimmed.
Yeah. And I've seen the other, and I mean, it's
natural's
not.
a little different.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I mean, like
It is what it is. I don't.
sometimes you just can't be picky, I guess.
Some guys like to floss with their dinner.
Jesus. Was not wanting to picture that, but that's fine.
All right. Who is a comedian you would love to talk to for an hour about the business?
Man. Well, there's a lot of them that I would like to talk to about, but I feel right now, if I were to talk to anybody, I think I would want to talk to Pete Holmes, just because I have been watching him the most a lot.
Okay.
Recently, I should say, because I've been listening to his podcast, I've been listening to his stand-up, and I also watched him on Crashing, the HBO show. And he's just a really good talent, and he just knows a lot about the business. And so I just feel like he'd be a really good person to at least get to know. And he knows a lot of people in the industry too. And so it's just really cool. And he's very well respected. And so I would like to talk to him for an hour.
Yeah, I could see that. I think he'd be good for you too.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put him in the conversation for next week or next episode for the GOAT.
Oh, yeah. No, he's one of my goats for sure.
Yeah, he's up there. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
Had a solid career too.
Yep.
I know you probably think I'm gonna say Bert,
Nope, I know you're not.
but I'm not. I think I'm gonna go with Bill Burr.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was thinking Joe.
Yeah,
True.
he's another good one to go with.
Because I definitely want to talk. If I'm gonna talk to somebody, I definitely want to know. Not the setup of a comedy. Like, I don't want to talk about the comedy portion of it.
You want to
wanna
talk
know
about the business.
side of it. And I feel like Bill Burr has his fingers in the business side of it pretty well. Because I think he's one of the main controllers of all things comedy.
Like, what do you mean? Like, he...
So all things comedy, it runs... It's almost like an homeowners association.
Okay.
There's a lot of comedians a part of all things comedy, and they'll discuss what they want to do. Like, a lot of the podcasts are under all things comedy. There's quite a few of them.
I guess I didn't know that.
Like Bert's under all things comedy. A few others.
And Bill Burr is part of that too?
Bill started it.
Oh, wow. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Because they thought the Comedy Channel was going under, so Bill wanted to create something for comedy. I think a bunch of them did, but they always like vote on stuff and all. I don't.
So
know
that way they can kind of keep it going.
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know how it works, but I think he's got a good hand in all that stuff, though.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to talk about for sure.
That
would probably take up the whole hour.
Right? Sit down and have a nice cigar with him.
Yeah.
He's trying to quit smoking cigars, though.
Is he?
Yeah. Quit drinking.
That's good.
So many of the comedians quit drinking now.
Nah. That's why they're less funny. That's good. All right. What is your favorite social media site, if you have one?
Well, it used to be MySpace. I used to love MySpace. That was my favorite. You could deck out your background, put music on your page. That was awesome.
I had one. I didn't use it very often though.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I've never really been into social media. Like I'm a part of it. I'm just I'm not very active on it. You know.
Facebook though, I'm big on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, you're really active on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm not active. The most active I think I'm on is probably Snapchat. Unless you count Reddit, that's probably the most active.
See, I've never touched Reddit. I've never even been on Reddit.
Really? Wow.
You talk about it all the time, and you're like, "Oh, did you see this on?" I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
And I don't think I've even told you, like, I've never opened Reddit.
Wow. I've been on Reddit for quite a few hours.
Really?
Throughout my life, yeah.
I guess I didn't think of Snapchat, but Facebook's still there. I'm trying to get into Instagram.
Yeah.
Because that's the new wave, kind of the younger crowd.
Yeah. Most of my like social media stuff isn't about me though. It's about like everything else. So like the podcast, Moonlight.
Yeah.
Like,
it's never for like about me or anything like that. I'm always pushing something else.
Nah. I'm not even like, I'm not just pushing it. I'm just, because that's what I love and that's what I want to share with people. And I mean, I love my life, but I don't want to share everything.
Nobody wants to look at this. So, all right. Who is someone you would love to open for? Like, what comedian would you love to open for?
Man, that's another tough one. I mean, obviously I want to open for like my favorites. Like I would love to open for Brian Regan and stuff like that. But if I were to like go towards my style, I think I would want to open for Demetri Martin. I feel like that would be a better connection if we're going to go like the same. Because obviously like there are shows that you want to have openers kind of be similar, but there are shows that you don't want them to be similar. So that way it's it's a variety show at that point, you know? So if it's similar, I'm going to go Demetri Martin. If it's different, I'll probably go Brian Regan because we are different, but we are, at the same time, I do mostly clean stuff. He does mostly clean stuff, but I don't know. There's a lot of other comedians I would love to open for, but those are my two that I feel like I'd be connected with.
Mine's pretty well guessed. I'm going Bert.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Bert or Tom. Tom would be fun.
Yeah.
Tom Segura. I'd like to open for Joey, too. Joey Diaz would be fun.
That would be a really fun one to open for. My style, I'd have to bring out the Naughty Roddy for that one.
Yeah. I love Joey Diaz. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't think I could open up for Bill Burr. We're way too different.
Nah.
I mean, we similar kind of like in a storytelling type, but his style's so much different than mine.
He would be fun to like at least like be around though.
I think I could open for Theo.
Yeah.
We're close. We're pretty close there.
Mm-hmm. I like that variety that you just provided. Because they're all a little different, but they're all also
very similar
to what you're putting out there.
But Bert would be number one. Bert would be my goal.
Yeah, he's your goat.
Yeah, I don't know if he's my goat, but he's my guy.
Yeah,
he's my guy that I root for.
All right, what is your most significant scar or injury? You can talk about one or the other because I know they're different. So you can talk about one or the other or both.
Scar, I'd have to start with the one above my eye.
Okay.
Can't really notice it much anymore because my eyebrow kind of grew over it. But I took a rock right above the eye. You could see my skull.
Wow.
My dad was overseas working, training welders and stuff, and my mom was home alone, and she was a mess.
Yeah, she was just probably like, I don't know what to do. My baby's hurt.
Yeah, well, she was just, I think Dad was overseas for almost a little over a month at the time.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
So she was just stressed out over everything, and then that happened. She's just kind of lost it at that time.
Wow. Yeah, that would,
ton of blood. The neighbor literally like carried me.
Yeah, if that happened to me, like, oh man, that'd be tough. I'm not a dad, so I don't know exactly, but
what happened was I built a jump in the middle of the alleyway. And when I did the jump, I landed and then I slammed on the brakes and the bike, slid sideways. Well, my tires kind of went out on me, and I slid off and cracked my head against the ground.
Oh.
Didn't have a helmet on. I've fallen off the bike a million times or whatever, but this time it just happened that I hit a sharp rock just right, and it went straight into my eye.
Man. That's why you wear your helmet. I
never wore a helmet.
I never really did either. Not riding a bike.
Yeah.
I was supposed to, but I didn't.
Yeah, I never did. But what was it? Injury?
Injury and scar, yep.
Yeah, my worst injury is probably my shoulder.
Yeah.
Tore my rotator cuff in 3 spots.
Oh, it was 3. I didn't know it was in 3 spots.
Yeah, underneath, on the side, and then above.
Wow.
And then I got it repaired and retore the exact same spots.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know about the re-tear or the 3 spots.
Yeah,
I knew about the shoulder. I just didn't know the details, I guess.
That one was bad. That one, I mean, an empty shoebox. You could have put in I could not hold it. Couldn't hold it up. Anything above pretty much the belly button was done. If I had to hold anything above my belly button, it was...
How long was it like that?
Probably 3-4 months.
Wow.
And then it's still, I mean, occasionally if I have a really rough day, there's times where it's out and I can't hold anything.
Well, I know like every now and then, even just playing disc golf, I notice you kind of doing the shoulder rotation, trying to
loosen it up. It's tight. Can definitely feel the scar tissue in there. Because baseball, this is not a natural motion. Anything above your head going, you're tearing.
Yeah, anytime you're doing that pitching action, yeah, that's tough. And you did it for a long time.
Why softball is why you can see a softball pitcher pitch game after game, it's because underhand is a natural motion for your arm. Because it's always, swinging. That's a natural motion, where above is not natural. That's going against your muscles. So you're always tear.
Man. You just got to adapt, right?
Yep.
Make it a natural motion.
Yeah, right. Get that kid out of the womb and raise your hand. Keep it up.
My most significant scar is probably when I was playing flashlight tag with my brother.
Okay.
And we were playing around and it was dark, obviously, except for the flashlights. And we're running around, and I trip on a clump of dirt and I land like hand first on something, and I lift up my hand and it was heavy, and so I'm like, I wonder what this is, and I like couldn't bend my hand in, if that makes sense. Like I just couldn't make my hand straight, and so I was like really confused, and it hurt, but I didn't know exactly what was going on or anything. So I like ran over to the light source, like the barn, and I realized that I had a corn stalk like in my hand.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was not good. It was like a good inch in. It was not fun. And I still have the scar, like right on my hand. I don't know if I've ever showed you that, but it's like right on the bottom part of my palm. So I kind of look like Spider-Man when I do the little thing. Like that's where his web would shoot out. So that's probably my most significant scar. Just because like I always talk about it, and I convinced my brother that I was Spider-Man when he was a kid. But yeah, that's my most significant scar. My most significant injury, I want to say, is the trampoline accident that I had as a kid.
I think you've told me this story.
Yeah, where I was jumping around on the trampoline and I went face first right into the bar of the trampoline. Yeah, I lost half one of my front teeth, and then the other tooth got jammed down about 3 millimeters, which doesn't sound like much, but with a tooth, it's a significant amount. So I had bad teeth for a little while. Then I got braces, and like half my front tooth is fake, but I haven't had an issue with it yet. Knock on wood. No, knock on wood.
Oof. I got 2 more. Playing baseball, first base, third baseman throws, might have been third, could have been shortstop, throws the ball over, and it comes off the tip of my glove, just a freak tip, like came through my glove, hits me in like right above the eye in the eye socket.
The same eye that the
Yep.
rock, yeah.
And it immediately swells up. Looks like somebody took a golf ball and shoved it underneath my eyelid.
Wow.
My dad was the coach at that time, and my dad was always, he wasn't tough, but he was tough on me. Like, toughen up, rub some dirt on it,
yeah,
you'll be
yep.
okay, And I'm supposed to pitch. We had a doubleheader. I was supposed to pitch game 2, and I was like, I'm pitching, and then you're not stopping me from pitching ever,
Mm-hmm.
And when I got hit, it actually knocked me out. I remember waking up in the dugout with like 3 coaches standing over me. I'm like, get away. Get me back out there. I'm going to play. They're like, no, you're not. I go, I'm fine. I can play. I got to pitch today. I'm like 9 years old, 10 years old or whatever. And my dad goes, yeah, you're definitely not pitching today. You're not playing. Like, you got to go to the doctor. When my dad tells me that I need to go to the doctor, I knew something was bad.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Okay, yep, let's go.
And then the other one was, we used to have a farm, me and the ex, one of the exes I used to date.
Mm-hmm.
We had a farm, and we had 2 pigs, and one of the pigs got out. And her brother was a scrapper, like he cut up metal and sold it. Well, the pig went into the scrapyard, and I dove on the pig, and it actually drugged me through the scrapyard, and a chunk of metal sliced up my arm.
Oh, man.
And I still got a couple scars across my hand.
Wow. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yikes, that would be painful.
So that was
Just
a pretty bad one.
right through it. Oh, no thanks. Yep, that's good for me.
I have so many of those where I should have probably went in and got stitches. Like, that one was definitely one that I never did.
Yeah, I should have got stitches on my whatever, the corn thing in my wrist, and I never did.
I've done stitches on myself a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I've never done stitches.
I never had health insurance.
Oh.
So I was like, I can do it myself. And
Yeah.
I fixed it up. Yeah. All right. What is the worst dare you have ever had?
Man, I haven't really had a whole lot of dares. Like, I remember playing as a kid, but I don't remember it ever getting like out of hand, I've never really had one that was like super crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do, I think I've said this before, but I was like a dared / bet one time to eat, it was horseradish and wasabi. It was a combination in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And I was bet $4 that I wouldn't eat an entire spoonful.
Oof.
And I did.
Sounds terrible.
And I regretted it. And
Did
it
you
was
Ralph?
Nope, I didn't.
Ooh,
no, I did
tough.
not that time. I did, however, this wasn't really a dare, but this was, I think I might have said this before too, but I was at a tournament for Buffalo Wild Wings, and on hole 17, they said that if you took a shot of blazing sauce, then you could take a stroke off your team score. And since I was like the new guy on the team, I had to take the shot of blazing sauce, and that time I did, Ralph.
Oh,
I didn't make the end of the hole.
You're such a puker.
Yeah, that was not a good situation. What's yours?
Mine could have got me in some serious trouble if I would have got caught. I got dared to trace my junk to a cop car window.
What do you mean trace your junk?
Like, I placed it up to the window and took a pen, a magic marker or whatever, and traced it
On the window.
onto the window. So I could have definitely, or actually I think I took ink and we like patted it.
Wow.
I patted it and then pressed it against the window.
Yeah, I don't think they would appreciate that. They probably...
Oh yeah. I definitely could have, like, especially in today's day and age. I mean, granted, I was younger. I was probably like 14, 13 at the time. But I didn't back down from dares back then.
Yeah, well, obviously that's nuts, literally.
Yeah.
Do you think they did like a search for who did it?
Nah.
And they did like a Cinderella thing? They had to like match it to the window?
We're looking for this angry inch.
That's fun. No, I've never done a dare like that.
Yeah, that was probably the worst dare I ever did.
Yeah, that's out of my experiences. I have not had anything like that. But
yeah, that was a big dare. But we'd done skinny dipping.
Oh yeah, you've talked about that.
And running. Me and a buddy had to run around town. It was like I guess it wasn't around town, but it's like a 3-block area. We were at a sleepover and we had to run around like 3 blocks, 3 city blocks, naked.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. That I did have to do something like that when I was a kid, but it was in like a private area, so there wasn't a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I had to do that outside because that was the dare that I lost.
I had to do it one time with a girl. We got dared to go run around the house naked.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had to run around the yard.
Yep. We had to run around the house naked, and it was a girl that my buddy was dating. This was like sophomore or junior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And we went and did it, and we get in the car ride on the way home, and I go, I start laughing, and he goes, "What's so funny?" I go, "I just realized something." He goes, "What's that?" I go, "I saw her naked before you did."
That's funny.
He goes, "That's not funny." I go, "I find it hilarious." So,
yeah. All right, I'm just going to go to the next one because I don't have any more dares. Do you have any more dares?
I don't think so.
No.
I think I've shared enough.
Yeah. All right, what is the video game that you feel like you get the most competitive with?
Probably Madden. I hate losing in Madden.
Same. That's one of my. That's not my answer, but Madden is definitely one where I'm.
Madden or
The Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Yep.
I hate dying in that. You get pretty. I don't know if you call it competitive, but competitive.
Yeah.
Don't kill me. Like I don't like dying. I like finishing a level.
Yeah. And then you'd probably play it until
I beat it. Yeah. But Madden, I hate losing in Madden.
Like to a computer or to like a friend?
Anybody.
Yeah. I remember I would try to go undefeated as often as I could if I was playing franchise or if I'm playing friends. That's when I get the most competitive is when I'm playing friends. Because if I'm playing the computer and I'm losing, I can turn it off. You know
where I really get competitive is in that career.
Yeah.
Where you create a player.
Yep.
I try and I try and I tried. Can't remember what year it was, but you get drafted, and I could never get like drafted in the first like top 10.
Oh, you were just trying to get. Yeah.
I just wanted to get up there. I'm like, the best I ever got was like the end of the first round. I'm like, how do you like? Because they used to do like I can't remember what year it was. You actually had to take like a test. And they like
oh yeah, I remember that. That was a while ago.
Gave you a quiz and you had to answer them. I'm like, I nailed every one of those questions in the time slot. I went perfect on all my passes. Everything. I'm like, and I still didn't get in the top 10. Like, what do you got to do to get drafted in the top 10 here?
Yeah, I never got that competitive. At least in that year's video game, I just did it once, and I just whatever happened, and I knew I was gonna do good like throughout the season and get better. But
yeah,
so I didn't care where I started. I knew I'd get better eventually.
When you did that career mode, were you a quarterback every time?
I don't think so. I think I was a quarterback. I used to play wide receiver.
Oh, I never did wide receiver.
And I think I did running back for a little while.
I did running back a few times.
Yeah.
I always did quarterback or running back. But I did do kicker.
Nice.
Just
watch the game until the kicker goes up.
like you could simulate until your next play. I was like, 4 plays is all I had to play this game.
That was a quick game.
But the coolest part about it was at the end of how at the end of the game you always get like a letter from the coach or whatever.
Oh yeah, yep.
You had a very good game this week.
Yeah, and you're just like
hey,
thanks.
Made every extra point. I know. Thanks, coach. Do what I can.
You're like 1 for 4. You could do better.
And I love when you could do. They would like to interview you. Where you could go simulate doing an interview and all that. I was the most cocky son of a bitch. Like, there's nobody better. I'm the best around.
Well, that's your personality sometimes, though. Yeah. When you're just like, even when you're like just messing around, you're just like, I'm gonna do it. It's just gonna happen. That's just how it is. That's funny. No, I put down Mario Kart 64.
I didn't even think of Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's where I get super competitive, especially like with my old college roommates and friends. Like,
I didn't even give that a thought.
Yeah, that gets very competitive. Even today, like I'll go play Merc and we are gonna go at it. We're friends. Like we're still gonna be friends before, during, and after. Well, maybe not during, but we
used to play drinking games with that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We play with the 3 balloons. Once you get a balloon hit, you couldn't drive until you.
Oh, you did the battle then?
Yeah.
Not the racing. I always get competitive in the racing. I'll do battles every now and then, but I'm more competitive with the racing.
Oh, we didn't. We didn't race very much.
Oh, that's the opposite of us. We didn't do battles very much, but we
always
raced.
Always battled. And racing, we did the same thing. Like if you crashed, you had to take a drink. You couldn't drive. You couldn't you had to set your controller down, take a drink with 2 hands, and then you can grab the controller and go again.
Yeah.
It gave you a chance to like catch up to the leader some of the times. That's
an interesting thing because then it definitely like the items are going to be way more important at that point.
Yeah. So then and also with the battle, like if each balloon that popped, you had to take a drink. But if you were the first one out, and this was only if you were the first one out, you had to finish the drink you were drinking.
Interesting. I'd like to play that. It's been a long time since I've done a drinking game with that.
Right.
That'd be fun, though.
Oh, I never gave that a thought. That and GoldenEye.
Oh, for sure. I was very competitive in GoldenEye. I have all of these games that we're talking about.
Right.
And I'm still competitive in them.
We should play GoldenEye one of these nights.
Yeah. Maybe after the podcast.
Can be late.
It is going to be late.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Have you ever played Spin the Bottle or 7 Minutes of Heaven? And I also want to know who was your first kiss you ever kissed?
I don't think like I ever played like the actual Spin the Bottle. Like I know I like messed around and like anytime you had an empty bottle you like pretend to play, but you don't actually play.
You hold it onto the person. Like,
yeah. But I've never actually kissed anybody during that game.
Right.
So 7 Minutes of Heaven, never did that either.
Really?
I guess maybe I wasn't cool enough. People didn't want to kiss me.
It was an old game though too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like it was still around when I was young. Yeah. Like, I never got a chance to play. Maybe I just wasn't around
weren't in the cool kids party, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't at the cool kids party. My first kiss was I was actually pretty young when I did my first kiss. I'm not exactly sure which one was my first kiss because I had 2 that come to mind, but I don't know which came first. So there was one where it was my mom's friend's kid, and so whenever my mom and her friend hung out, us kids would hang out upstairs, and every now and then we would kiss. and that was an open mouth kiss before I even knew what that was, and like we were the same age, but we would like put our mouths together and not even know what to do, that type of thing. So that was one of them, and then another one was when I would go over to my uncle and aunt's house. They had a neighbor like 3 or 4 houses down, and I ended up kissing like my uncle's friend's sister. Kind of the same situation.
Say that again. Your uncle's what?
My uncle's. So I went to my uncle's house, who's
Okay.
they're only 3 years older than me, which I know is.
Yeah, we talked about.
Yeah,
this.
we talked about that. So it was his friend's sister, and so like it was the same situation where we were about the same age and we were just learning stuff. And
His friend's sister.
yes, yep,
Was she close? Was she your age then?
yeah, yep.
Okay.
But yeah, those were one of them was my first kiss. I don't remember which one. And I don't even remember names.
Really? You don't remember the name of the first girl you kissed, huh?
I don't remember. Like I said, we were like kids and you
still got to remember that name.
I don't remember. I'm sure if I thought about it after a while, I'm
Could
sure
you
it
take
would
a
come.
guess?
To be honest, I don't think I could.
I really wish I could pull a freaking...
I could.
I wish I could pull a Mark Wahlberg from Ted right now.
Oh yeah,
Becky, Christy,
yeah.
Becky.
No, I'm sure I'm sure I could talk to people and like figure out what the names were.
Right.
I've never really thought about that. It's a
Okay.
good question. It makes me think.
Right? Makes me think.
How about you? Have you ever played Spin the Bottle, 7 Minutes of Heaven, or?
I never played Spin the Bottle. That never came up in any game. Or like any time we had a party or anything like that. But I did do 7 Minutes of Heaven a couple of times.
Was it Heaven?
Not really.
No?
And that being said, we drew names out of a hat, I think. Because you could have done Spun the Bottle for 7 Minutes of Heaven, but I think we just drew names. And I did not like who I drew each time. So it wasn't really... It was more of a bargaining 7 minutes rather than 7 Minutes of Heaven.
So you're just like, okay, well, if we kiss on the lips, we can say that it was
More than what it was.
yeah.
And then my first kiss was 7th grade. Her name was Holly. And we actually dated for a while. But yeah, that was my first kiss.
Holly, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, she's married now. We were friends forever. And the funny thing is, I just cleaned out at my parents' house, cleaned out my old room or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a box. And in the box was a bunch of notes. You know, I used to write notes and fold them up in like those special ways, like the full paper footballs and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like that.
for sure.
Yeah, I found a whole box full of notes, and they were all from her, from when we like dated back in 7th grade. I was like,
Wow.
that's good. They ended up in the trash now, but
Oh.
I should have kept them. I should have showed them to her.
You should have sent them to her house one at a
just
time, like they're new.
Here's creepy Jack. But yeah, definitely, she was a beautiful girl. Still is, but yeah.
I wish I knew the names. I might have to do some asking for mine.
You should find out. That's a name. That should be a name that you should know, to be honest. I think, at least.
I wonder, like, what were you her first?
Ooh, I don't know. God, why would you bring that up? I don't even want to know now. Now I want to know.
I was gonna ask, 'cause I don't even know if I was there first.
God. I doubt I was.
I'm sorry, I just threw a bombshell at you.
Just crushed mine. No. Yeah, I don't think so. Dang, I never even thought of that.
Well, I mean, that's the
It
weird
should
thing.
be.
Like, everybody has the first kiss. Everybody has their first time having sex. Like, but it's not always gonna be the same the other way around.
Do you think the person that you had sex with, they were first?
I don't think so. We talked about it. I did get a compliment, though.
High five.
No, it wasn't like that. But no, it was funny because I told her before, I'm just like, hey, just letting you know.
First time.
And then afterwards, she's like,
you did good.
No, she said, are you sure that was your first time? I was like, oh, I'll take that. Make it look like I kind of know what I'm doing. I get asked that a lot now, though.
Nice.
Was this your first time? No, I don't.
Wonder if I could still play that card. This is my first time.
See, you should try it. See if it works.
Yeah.
See who believes you, who doesn't.
Don't you have a kid?
Semantics.
They call me Jesus. Call me God. All right. What's your next question?
All right. My next one is, what is the weirdest thing that you've used to wipe your butt?
I had to think about this one. And I think I'm going to go with leaves.
Leaves? I've used leaves for sure. I don't think that's weird, though. Like, if you're in the woods.
Pine cone. Used a pine cone.
Oh, I have not used a pine cone.
I tried it just because there was leaves there, but I used a pine cone because I heard that some guy, I think it was some guy from work, was like, yeah, the pine cone scrapes it. Works great.
Interesting.
And it actually did a pretty good job.
I guess I've never even thought of that. Was it a big pine cone or a little pine cone?
Just a medium.
Okay.
One of the longer ones, though.
Okay. Interesting. No, I answered it. I used a magazine one time, like just the pages.
Oh.
I had to do that. It was weird, though, because it was like the glossy paper.
It glided right over.
It glided right over. But, I mean, it's all I had. Like, I think I don't remember I was at somebody else's house, and they didn't have anything, and I was like, I was looking around, and I just saw a magazine that, like, I felt they would miss the least.
That being said, you get in a situation, you're going to use whatever you can.
Yeah.
What is a dire emergency?
Well, I couldn't, like, just leave and be like, hey, by the way, I'm not done, but I'm gonna ask you a quick question before I go back. You know, like, you can't just do that. So I just made the executive decision to use part of the magazine, and
so
I used ads. I made sure I used the ads so that, like, if it was
anything they wanted to read.
Yeah. Yep.
So we've actually had this conversation at work a few times. Like, what piece of clothing? Like, you're ditching a piece of clothing if there's nothing there, obviously, right?
Yep.
What piece of clothing are you using?
Probably a sock.
You going with sock? Yeah.
Or it, like, depends on the situation. Because what if you're, like, in public? Like, what's the reason you're in the bathroom? Did you, like, have a fart that you shouldn't have trusted?
Right.
And if that part's already dirty...
Yeah, you already sharded.
Might as well...
Yeah, might as well ditch the underwear.
Yeah.
And I think I went with underwear.
That's probably my second choice, just because...
Depends on what... That also depends, like, A, if they were, like, already dirty. But B, would be how late in the day as well, too.
Why is that?
Because if it's early, well, with my type of work...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm not going all day. I'm going to chafe like a mother. But if it's late in the day and I only have, like, an hour left, I'll go underwear over socks.
I was just thinking, actually, like, that's a good point right there, because there's also, like, what if you're at work? Like, sometimes I'm at work and I have to wear, like, nice socks under my nice shoes.
That's the other thing.
That's going to be more noticeable if I use a sock rather than...
And that's the, like, I would almost, even if it was early in the day, I almost think I'd go underwear, because if I'm wearing a work boot,
then your feet are going to be destroyed.
Yeah, those things are going to rub my ankles raw.
Yeah. Man, that's a good question. Never put as much thought into it before now.
Right.
I'm glad you guys are here for the experience.
Right. We always dive deep into the farts and poops.
Yeah. I mean, you got to, right?
Right. We come at it from so many different angles now, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I know we've probably talked about this one before, but I can't remember your answers. I don't think you can remember mine. But who is your number one dream girl?
I feel like we did talk about this. And I think mine's the same. I'm going to go with Anna Kendrick.
Really?
Yep, I like Anna Kendrick. She's just really cool. Seems like a really down-to-earth person. I know I only know her from her acting career, but...
Where's she from?
And I've like heard her in like... I don't know where she's from, actually.
No, I mean, like, what movies has she done?
Oh, she's done a lot. She's in the Pitch Perfect movies.
Okay, yep.
I
always get her confused with the girl from what was the werewolf or the vampire movie and all that.
Oh, Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I know. I did have a crush on Kristen Stewart too.
Yeah.
She was in Into the Wild. That's where I think I first saw her.
Into the Wild. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, that's a good one. It's this guy decides that he's gonna go live in the wild, and I think he had he was either at Harvard or gonna go to Harvard, like he was accepted into Harvard. Then he decided that that's not the life he wants to live, and he wants to go to Alaska, and so he just goes to Alaska. And
oh yeah.
That
was based on a true story.
Yep. Yeah. We don't want to do any spoilers, but
Into the Wild, right?
Yeah, Into the Wild.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I think Anna Kendrick. Like I've heard her on podcasts and stuff too, so I feel like I know. I know everything about her now.
She was in that hippie park, right? When he visited, what part was she in that movie?
Oh yeah, you're talking about Kristen Stewart.
Yeah,
she was with. I don't know if she was with anybody that we saw on the film, but yeah, she was in the. She had the RV or whatever. Yeah.
When he stayed with the hippies.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, no, Anna Kendrick, I saw.
That was a great movie.
That was a good movie.
Sorry, I keep going into it.
Well, you keep interrupting when I'm trying to get to my next point.
I'm good at that, though.
Well, that's not something you should be good at.
Why? I'm a champ at it, though.
Anyways, Anna, I've heard her in other podcasts, so I don't know much about her. And so, like, I just feel like it'd be really cool to get to know her more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've said this before a few times. Like, it's you kind of wonder if they are like they act.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's what we talked about the first time when we.
From what I've heard, though, she is like that. Though she's pretty cool in person.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
And you're talking about Kristen Stewart and Into the Wild again.
Yes. In the van.
Yep. It was an RV, but.
I wanted to interrupt you again so bad.
Who's your dream girl?
So, my first dream girl was Meg Ryan. I loved Meg Ryan when I was younger. What are you doing over there? Getting lost? My first dream girl was Meg Ryan, but then I got a little older. It switched. But
now it's Ryan Meg.
Yeah. Yeah, Meg Ryan was in, I fell in love with her when she was on Top Gun.
What's Top Gun?
It's a Air Force movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Isn't there a second one coming out?
Yeah. Yeah, it's keeps getting pushed back because of COVID. And,
yeah. I know.
I know. But then Rachel McAdams. Rachel McAdams is my number one. Gorgeous girl.
I like Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, well, my next question.
I always pictured you as like a Jessica Alba kind of guy.
Yeah, Jessica Alba's she's gorgeous. I just don't know much about her or her career, so I guess that's one of the reasons I didn't pick her.
It's pretty crazy because a lot of guys, there's so many guys that just don't even match. on like a dream girl. Like I asked a few guys from work, and they're just like, and I'm like, really? I definitely didn't see that.
Oh, like they just don't.
Yeah,
they
like,
don't. You don't picture them picking that person.
Picking that person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people are into what they're into, and
Right.
sometimes you just don't know.
Kind of cool though.
Yeah.
All right. What's your next one?
My next question is, what is your vice?
I used to have a lot of them, but drinking used to be one, and now I got rid of that. I don't drink anymore. Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't drink anymore, or at least cut back. But I haven't had a drink in almost 2 years now.
Wow.
I'd have to say a cigar now.
Yeah. How often do you do those?
Once a month.
Okay.
That or I'll throw in a dip every once in a while too. I don't chew.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I chewed all the time when I was playing baseball.
Yeah.
But a dip is very once a year, twice a year.
Oh, wow. So very seldom.
Get a major buzz from a dip though.
Well, if you don't have it after a while.
Gambling. Would you call that a vice?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a vice for people.
I think life is always more exciting with a bet on the line.
Do you like bet more sports, or like do you go to casinos, or what do you?
I love playing cards. But I also love sports betting.
Yeah.
Sports betting becomes legal here in Minnesota. That is going to be fun.
Are you going to like budget yourself, or what do you?
Yeah, I never gamble more than what I can afford.
Yeah.
I never had a problem, but I just find it fun.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of guy that'll go to a horse track and put $2 on a horse. You know? Like,
Yeah, just for fun, yeah.
Yeah, just to put a bet on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if I'm going to a place like Running Aces and places like that, for sure I've done that. Played some cards and put some bets on some horses.
Yep.
Yeah, my vice is a little different.
What do
You probably already know mine though. Just sugar, pop, and candy.
Yeah.
That's my main. I try to get rid of it every year in October. I don't do anything in October with any of that stuff.
You like sugar way more than me.
I love it. Too much. That's why it's a vice. I'm drinking a Code Red right now.
Yeah. You like the stuff that's super sweet and sour. I can't do that stuff.
Love it. I can't get enough of it. But I do my best to like cut it down.
Cut it down.
Yeah.
You're not near as bad as you used to be.
No, I used to be pretty bad. Now I'd say I'm down to like maybe 1, maybe 2 pops a day. Sometimes I do 3. On a rough day, I do 4.
It's not so bad, the pop. Like I don't. It's the type of pop that you drink.
Well, I drink like Coke and Code Red, and I drink. Well, Squirt isn't. I don't think super bad.
No, Squirt's actually pretty decent, but you'll get into even some of that weird shit. Well, it's full of sugar.
I like that stuff, like the watermelon dew.
Yeah,
there's a lot of new dews coming out this year. It sounds like.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the new stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah, there's the drinks that you drink are so full of sugar.
Well, they're so delicious. Can't get enough of them. I do have the Skittles drink that I drink.
Yeah.
The one that I was drinking today.
Yeah.
0 sugar.
Really?
Yep. Tastes amazing.
That being said, when I drink a drink, I can't drink the 0 sugar shit.
There's some really good 0 sugar.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I have to look into some then, I guess.
Yep.
I don't like the Mountain Dew 0 sugar.
Nah. That's all Josh drinks is 0 sugar. He likes the zeros.
Yeah, but he's into that whole diet thing.
Yeah.
But all right. Favorite type of shoe? Like, do you like wearing a boot? Are you a boot guy? Are you a tennis shoe guy? A hiking boot guy? A dress shoe? I mean, what's your favorite kind of shoe?
Well, I wore hiking boots today because
Right.
we did a lot of hiking.
Right.
But my favorite shoe is just any shoe that you can like slip on. I like the one that has like the little stretchiness on the top, like where it's got like the tongue is just connected by little, like
elastic band.
Yeah, a little elastic band.
So a deck shoe.
Yes. Yep.
So
That's the kind of shoe that I always go for. Just something that.
little sailor deck shoe.
Yep. Something that saves me time from bending over and tying.
Yeah, I don't like tying either.
I know how to do it. I've done it for about a year.
Year and a half, I give you.
Yeah, about.
You're getting better.
Huh?
Loop, swoop, and pull, baby.
No, it's the bunny ears.
You do the bunny ear?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, then it's a story. You need to tell yourself a story while you're tying your shoes.
I thought really hard on this one because I bounce around.
Like the bunny?
Yep. Because I used to be a boot guy. I'd like to go back to being a cowboy boot guy.
Oh, cowboy boots.
Yeah.
I was thinking different boots. I was thinking like
The
winter
work
boots.
Oh, I never wear winter boots either, though.
Those are like the only boots. Well, I have like 2 pairs of winter boots and then I have like hiking boots, but I never have had cowboy boots, I don't think.
I'd like to be a muckluck guy.
What's a muckluck?
It's like it's like a winter boots, those big high top, like fur boots.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I have those like big tall boots, like those big rubber boots.
Yeah.
I like those. I even have a small version. I have a shoe version of the big rubber boot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that one's fun.
But I would have to say I am.
I like sandals in the summer.
Yeah. Are you a sandal or are you a flip-flop?
Flip-flop.
Yeah.
Yep.
When I was younger, I could not wear a flip-flop. Now I love them.
Yeah, I love flip-flops.
I didn't like anything in between my toes when I was a kid.
I've broken many a flip-flop, though.
Yeah, you ever get those flat tires?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I used to get so mad. My friends would used to purposely give you a flat tire by stepping on the back.
I need to get some flip-flops, actually.
Just wrecking a flip-flop, and I was like, oh.
Especially like when you get the nice ones where they're like $20. You're like, dude, you owe me $10. You wrecked one of them.
I'm finding it's harder and harder to find guy flip-flops.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, I've gone many places and got them. Especially like, there's times where I've gone to, where was it? It wasn't that long ago. It was only like a couple months ago. I went to Kohl's and where else did I go? Like Fleet Farm. And they both had deals. Yeah, they both had deals on shoes and I bought like 8 pairs of shoes.
Man, for the longest time I couldn't find, I guess I could find them, but I couldn't find styles that I liked.
Oh, okay. That's a difference. Yeah.
They don't have that many styles for guys in a flip-flop.
Mm-hmm.
And in high school, the only place that I could find styles I liked, you're going to laugh at this, was Spencer's.
Why would I laugh at that? I like Spencer's.
Yeah. But did you really think of that as a shoe store?
Not really, no.
Like finding a flip-flop?
Yeah.
Because they always had like the beer or the...
Yeah, they had like, I'm sure they had like all the fun ones.
Yeah, the fun ones. Yeah, the ones that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
And they were comfy too.
I never bought sandals from Spencer's. I like Spencer's though. I'll go to Spencer's.
I haven't been in a Spencer's in forever.
It's been a long time for me too, but I like the stuff they got.
I heard it's changed since...
For the better?
I don't...
Maybe we'll have to go to a Spencer.
Yeah. Because Spencer's used to be like a gag place when we were...
Yeah. Maybe on our trip we'll go to a Spencer's.
There we go.
We'll make a thing.
I heard Spencer's and like Hot Topic, them two places have really changed.
I like them both. Like I'll shop around for a little bit.
Like you remember when we were in high school how Hot Topic was kind of like the gothic, dark. I heard it's just kind of like a regular store now. But I haven't been. To be honest, I can't tell you the last time I've been in a mall.
Yeah. The last mall I was at, it was Mall of America.
Yeah.
I like the Mall of America.
So.
All right. Well, my last question it's a would you rather question.
Okay.
So, I think we might have discussed this in other ones. I just want to see what your thoughts are. So, would you rather be single for the rest of your life or be with somebody that you really don't really want to be with?
Well, that's a pretty easy question. I'm going to be single.
Okay. That's the way I was hoping that you would answer, because I don't want you to be with somebody that you don't.
Yeah, I don't want to just settle. Yeah, definitely, especially at this age.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
If I'm going to get tied down, I'm going to be tied down for sure.
Yeah, and you want to make sure that it's the right person, somebody that you can see yourself with for that long of a time frame, which is a long time.
Right.
Yeah, the rest of your life or the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad. One of you's got to die.
Yeah. Would you want to be the first one to die, or do you want your significant other to be the first?
Depends on how much I love them.
Have you ever Bert and Tom?
I've heard of them, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I've talked about it once or twice. On their podcast, Tom goes, if Bert's wife's name Leanne, he goes, if Leanne died, how long do you think it'd take you to get over? Oh, I'd get over it real quick, he thinks. He goes, I think I'd get over it so quick that people be like, didn't she just die? Like, he's already dating again. Like, he goes, that's how fast it would be for me to get over it, he goes, I think. And I'd be like, whoa, look, like, I've been on the road a long time, so, I mean, it's not like anything new. Like,
interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, he's never cheated, though. And
yeah,
I can probably almost guarantee you that he's not lying about that. But then Tom goes, what if I died? He goes, oh, I could never replace you. He goes, I'd be a mess for a long time. He goes, Bert, I think that's what we're supposed to say about our wives.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Their relationship is on a whole different level.
Yeah.
Just cool.
Yeah, they enjoy each other's company.
Yep. So, what was the question?
Oh, that was it. It was just, would you rather be single for the rest of your life, or would you rather be with somebody that you don't really want to be with?
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I would much rather be single for the rest of my life than, quote unquote, settle for somebody.
Right. Would you, say you were with somebody and you had a kid, would you stick with them because of the kid?
Depends on if I feel like that would be a positive or negative for the kid, because I don't want them to be in a situation where the parents are unloving. I want them to be able to see a loving family. And I mean, I've lived my entire life with my parents not being together.
Right.
And like, they're civil with each other, and like, they're able to make it work. And
right.
So, I mean, yeah, there's positives and negatives to both sides.
So you would settle?
No, I'm not going to settle.
Well, you just said you would if it was good for the kid.
If it was good for the kid, I would like do what I could to like make it better for them. I'm not saying I would be with the person.
Kid makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, but what I was saying is I wouldn't like be with them, but I would do everything I could to make it better for them.
Right.
So I would like, if it was better for them for me to be the father, like more like if I were to like raise the child, then I would do that. Or if it was better for the mom to raise the child, then I would do that. But I would definitely want to be a part of the child's life.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
I want to play as big a part as I could.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good answer.
As I think that answers it.
Yeah. Well, should we get to that part of the night?
What part of the night?
Dedicating our episode and our comedians.
Okay, yeah. We can do that.
This week's topic, we're going to go with comedians that have funny or rememberable laughs.
I like that. I got a lot of comedians that I wanted to add to this list, but I just couldn't because we can only do so many.
Right.
But my first one, I'll go with the first.
Okay.
I love Bill Hader. I love his laugh when he's trying to hold it in on SNL, and he just can't, Like Stefan. Do you remember him playing Stefan? Where he's trying to he says something really funny, but he's trying to hold back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yep.
My first one I went with Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr is
Such a weird laugh.
ha ha.
Jimmy Carr, you'd swear he was a robot or something.
Yeah, he's
His facial expressions just never.
another one
change.
that I would think I would love to open for, just because he's got some short, quick ones. I think he'd be another fun one to open for. My next one is Hannibal Buress. I just love his
He's got a good giggle.
just a chill giggle. I love it.
Yeah. I went with Tom Segura.
Oh yeah, of course you're gonna have Tom.
Yeah. Well, he laughs almost like a little schoolboy.
Yeah.
Just
With that
when
that Kool-Aid one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. My next one is Shane Moss. I don't know if you know Shane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about him, but yeah, he's got a hilarious laugh too. When you get him
Chuckling.
during a podcast or whatever, he's really funny to listen to.
My next one is Bert.
Oh yeah.
Bert Kreischer. His laugh is contagious. His laugh, when he gets going, you'll laugh at his laugh more than you'll laugh at the joke if he's laughing.
Yeah, he gets into his laugh too.
Oh, yeah.
Which is awesome. That's actually my next one. He gets into his laughs too. Pete Holmes.
Yeah.
He laughs.
He's got a good laugh too, though.
Yeah.
I like his laugh.
He laughs hard sometimes though. He goes for it. Like he's actually one of the guys that taught me to commit. When you're in comedy, you just commit to the bit, and it'll get you there. So he commits to his laugh, and it helps him out a lot.
My next one is Eddie Murphy.
Oh.
Eddie Murphy, like that one popped into my head.
Yeah.
He almost laughs on an inhale than an exhale.
Yep. He's got a good one. I have TJ Miller.
I like TJ. TJ's is so funny.
Yeah.
Another like schoolboy kind of laugh.
Yep.
Zach Galifianakis.
Zachy G.
Yeah.
I like his laugh too. Especially
it's kind of a weird laugh.
Well, all of these laughs are weird.
Well, yeah, I know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. No, he's got a fun one. My next is Duncan Trussell. I just like the way he talks and the way he laughs. He gets you every time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I went with Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore, yep.
He's pretty out there. Party boy.
I haven't heard his for a while though.
Yeah.
I wish
He's trying to make a comeback. He's trying.
for sure.
Rooting for him.
I like Will Ferrell when he's I saw him on YouTube when he's doing the dad jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I went to Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, Rodney. Old school.
No respect. I got no respect.
Can't even get respect for his laugh. Come
Yeah,
on.
right?
I have Kristen Schaal. I know I've talked about her in previous episodes. I just, again, love everything she does. She's hilarious. I just love her voice, love her laugh. Every time I see or hear her, it just brings me joy.
That's all I got. If you got one more. You got one more, don't you?
Yeah, I got one more. I love Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, I forgot about Mitch.
Mitch is, he's always laughing. He's not necessarily laughing at his jokes, but he'll laugh at the audience and how they react, and yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Now, dedication time?
Yeah, dedication time. Who are we dedicating this episode to?
We're dedicating it to Ryan Sickler.
Yep. Why are we doing it for Ryan?
Because Ryan's laugh is so good that when I'm having a bad day, I have this. We're gonna listen to a little bit of it.
Okay, let's listen to it.
Well, not just yet.
Okay.
As I'm gonna explain. When I'm having a bad day, they have this on. It's on YouTube. A compilation of his laughs.
So it's just him laughing.
Just him
the whole
laughing.
time.
Yeah. And I'll listen to it just to brighten up my day because this guy has such a contagious, hilarious laugh. So, are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Like, that's great.
That is so loud, too. Just mumbling while he's laughing.
I feel like I'm a dog. It's just like, why are you laughing, human? You know, like, what's going on? So I... And then I name my album, by the way. Then I got home. He's fucking clowning you back there.
Like, I could listen to that all day.
Yeah, that's definitely, it's going to get your attention.
Yeah. I remember the first time I ever saw Ryan Sickler. So if you don't know Ryan Sickler, he is a podcaster, stand-up comedian, great guy, great father, very sincere, very great podcaster. Great guy though. But the first time I ever saw him was Bert was gone on the podcast, and he filled in with Tom one time.
On their Two Bears.
Two Bears, One Cave. And I'm listening to them. I've never heard of them, never seen them or nothing. And they're talking, and all of a sudden that laugh came out, and I was like, what was that? Like, I was like, whoa, what? I had to rewind it. I'm like, this is great. This is pure gold.
Well, I mean, what better laugh to replace Bert's laugh?
Oh, I know. And the whole time I was thinking, I was like, those two, Bert and him, need to get together because their laughs together would be the greatest thing ever. It'd be like God's gift to laughter. And so then I started looking up Ryan Sickler, started listening to his comedy. He is hilarious too. Like, I think he used to open for Tom.
Okay, nice.
Or worked with him or something. Like, there's some old footage of him and Tom doing some pretty dumb stuff, but it was pretty funny. But then he just started up a podcast. Well, I guess not just started up. It's been going pretty good now. It's called The Honeydew. So.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Yep. Where they just eat honeydews all day.
Yeah. Well, he explains why he called it The Honeydew. He goes, I was at a restaurant one time, and he says, on every plate was the honeydew, and nobody would eat the honeydew. He goes, that's me. I'm the leftover. I'm the leftover stuff. He goes, I'm the honeydew. I'm the guy that you get, but you don't really want. And then
Interesting.
And then when you actually do try me, I'm not bad.
Dang. I wasn't even like, I thought it was more like a honeydew list type.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Honeydew the fruit.
Yeah. Well, I know that's why I was going there. I didn't realize that was the actual reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, yeah, great guy, though, man. Yeah, I think you'd actually like him quite a bit, too.
I don't know much of his stand-up.
Yeah.
I just know him from podcast and his laugh, obviously.
Yeah, when he was on Tom, he was just releasing, he just released his podcast, or his last stand-up, and he did it himself and released it, and it hit #1 on iTunes for like 3 weeks or something like that.
That's huge.
Yeah. So, yeah, look up Ryan Sickler. You'll like him.
Sweet.
I'm going to say that's about it for this episode, man.
Yeah. Check us out on all of the stuff. Facebook, YouTube, website, www.thestupidestpodcast.com. Twitter. What else we had? Instagram.
Facebook.
Like I said, I'm not on these a whole lot. And when I am, it's basically for this. We're going to be doing some videos. We got some memes going out there. We're
talking about getting on TikTok.
Yeah, talking about TikTok. So if you want to, want to hear some videos. You can also watch the videos too if you want.
Might be good to watch them.
Yeah, we're probably going to be doing some filming here actually on the vacay.
Yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, if you go on Facebook, like the Facebook page. Go like, if anything you see us on, go like, subscribe. Can't know if you don't like us. Or
Yeah, if you want to comment,
comment.
we'll do the
Let's hear
best
some comments.
to respond to them. Obviously, like I said, I'm not on there super often, but
I respond pretty quick.
yeah, you respond really quick. And then sometimes you'll like text me like, "Hey, somebody said something." Oh, yeah, I'll get there.
I'll remind you to go look at it.
Yep.
So, all right, guys, we'll see you next episode. Have a good one.
Thanks for listening and have a good one.